Our beloved and very satisfying game about power washing just got a brand new entry. And in this video, we're going to have a look at the differences between PowerWash Simulator 1 and 2. PowerWash Simulator 2 has received a big upgrade in both its graphics and its presentation. The game looks so much more vibrant and is a classic example of the developers taking what they had in the first game and making it better. Despite these visual upgrades, it's still the in-game universe that we know and love from the first game. The maps are so much more bigger and interactive, so much so that we have new tools required to clean some of the levels. And they add a little more variety to what you're actually cleaning. In the first game, you're mainly power washing mud and dirt, but in PowerWash Simulator 2, the textures have gotten an upgrade, so now you're washing leaves, moss, and other types of markings. And the textures are absolutely gorgeous. You can notice the big difference, and the developers designed it in such a nice way that it doesn't look fake, but at the same time doesn't overdo it. The UI and controls got a new look in this game, and all the controls are now on screen, which is super handy when changing controls and learning the controls. It'll take a small adjustment to your muscle memory, but everything is easily available with the click of a button. You can switch the washers and the nozzles with so much more ease now, and it makes for quicker adjustments when you're navigating the maps. The biggest and best upgrade in PowerWash Simulator 2 is the guide at the end of the map that tells you where the remaining dirt is. In my opinion, this was a flaw in the first game because in the early days there were levels where it was nearly impossible to find the missed spot, even with the highlight feature. If you play PowerWash Simulator in the very early days, you'll know that the highlighter feature that highlights, let's say, the car door or the window, wherever it was missed, that wasn't added in until much later. So in the beginning, it was a nightmare to deal with if you weren't on top of what you're cleaning and what was done. But now at the end of the level, there's a marker that will guide you exactly to the missed spot. And this means the days of rewashing and searching the map for ages is officially over. The equipment has also gotten a massive upgrade. The scaffolding now has ladders at the sides. So you no longer have to walk up the scaffolding, you can now climb up the sides and only walk up if you're only going to a certain level. You'll find that there's more equipment scattered around the map, such as ladders and footstools. And best of all, we now have an aerial swing. This eliminates the climbing in certain levels and it is a lot of fun to use. And honestly, it makes for a lot more satisfying cleaning. There's also a brand new washer, which is the circular washer. And it is insanely satisfying to use. And it also, in my opinion, cleans up a lot faster than the other power washers. There's even more advanced detail with the soap cleaner, where it'll target and stick to the dirt that you've not yet cleaned, and it'll fade from the clean parts of the surface. Again, very little detail, but I think it makes the game that little bit more lively. In terms of bugs, I didn't come across anything game breaking, and the game runs very smoothly. Only issue I had when playing was setting up the aerial swing. But if I'm honest, I don't know if it was just me doing it wrong or if it was a bug in the game. That was the only glitch I found so far. And other than that, the game runs flawlessly. Overall, PowerWash Simulator 2 is a breath of fresh air for those who know and love the first game. And as someone who played the game when it was only a demo with 2 levels on itch.io, I'm very excited to see how far the developers have come, and very happy to see them release their second game with all these advancements. While PowerWash Simulator 1 did have new maps and collabs added regularly, PowerWash Simulator 2 has all the visual and technical upgrades that would not have been doable to add to the first game. And it's clear while playing the game that the developers have listened and learned from the feedback of the first game and used that to make PowerWash Simulator 2 bigger and better. The game is a fresh new chapter and it is just as satisfying as the first one. If you found PowerWash Simulator extremely satisfying, you are going to love PowerWash Simulator 2.